Trust me, I have a love-hate relationship with this first studio. So,
Oh, I already know. If you're saying love-hate relationship, I already know.
y'all know me if y'all watch my channel or whatever. Um, my first favorite love-hate studio, the number one because I played the most games from this studio, is EA, and
Oh
EA
yeah.
is basically a part of my entire life. When it comes from Need for Speed, Madden, Star Wars Battlefront, NFL Street, NBA Street,
Hmm.
um, EA has been around for a long time. I remember they had EA Games, EA
Yeah.
Big, EA Sports.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
I've been playing with them, playing their games for a long time. So when it comes for Need for Speed, I think that was one of my first games before Madden. That was like Need for Speed Underground, like the Lil Jon
Yeah.
song, "To the Winds of the Wall." That
Yeah.
was like when Fast and the Furious really came out, and everybody was like, "Oh shoot, I can customize cars and just go crazy."
And the biggest thing that's out right now is Dead Space. So Dead Space is by
Yeah,
EA. The Dead Space remake just came out at the end of January, and some other fan favorites of the studio would be like Apex Legends, Madden, and FIFA. Don't they do a basketball game that's like shitty?
NBA Live. Actually, I like NBA Live,
Oh,
but a lot of people don't. I think they canceled it because of 2K, which is crazy.
2K is just too good. That's really what it is. What is your favorite game, or did you mention that?
Well, no, I just went through like a certain list of the ones, but I think my favorite game because the longevity is obviously Madden.
Yeah,
Like he was saying, Need for Speed kind of fell off over the years. I think Most Wanted was the best, but as far as my favorite is Madden, since I had it from 2001 all the way now to 2023, so I've literally played every Madden since then.
yeah,
That's where the love hate comes in because I enjoy it, but I know they can do better. And certain companies just gotta be like, you know what, people don't like it. We gotta do something about it instead of just putting it out there because they know they're gonna buy it. Well, we're gonna buy it,
yeah.
so yeah. So, what do you think your favorite game from EA Sport, or not EA Sports, but EA in general? Is it Dead
Yeah,
Space?
yeah, it's definitely Dead Space, but the original Dead Space was not an EA game. I don't think. Um, I think it was under Visceral, and then later on, Visceral got bought by EA for Dead Space 2 and 3. I think. Dead Space as a franchise. I mean, obviously they're coming back out with the Dead Space remake. So, I was talking with a buddy of mine, and basically he said that it's better than the original. Like it's the definitive way to play the game. So if you have not played Dead Space and you're interested in a survival horror game, uh, don't worry about going back and playing the original because this one is clearly better. Oh, so it's been EA the whole time. So they just called it was like Visceral was I guess a subsidiary
Yeah, like a studio
of
from under EA.
yeah from under EA Redwood Shores. So so Dead Space has been an EA game the entire time. I didn't know that. So it got dissolved and merged into EA Vancouver and EA Montreal, and Visceral Games was defunct in 2017. So sorry, Visceral
Dang.
Games. If you want to play a game that is from the studio of Visceral Games or like from the developers or creators, play Callisto Protocol. That just came out in December, I think. But from the same source that says Dead Space Remake is amazing and it's the definitive way to play, also said that Calypso Protocol sucks. So I'll take his word for it because he's turned me on to a lot of different games. And I personally like Dead Space. And he pretty much said, hey,
Yeah,
Calypso or Callisto Protocol is not a Dead Space substitute. Like, just go
yeah.
straight to the real thing. Just go straight to the real thing. But yeah,
Yeah, and picking up
when it comes,
what off you said, I see a lot
yeah,
of people that never played Dead Space that's playing it on PS5 or PC, and they is like, "Yo, this game is great." A lot of people that play Resident Evil say Dead Space is better, way better than that. So that's pretty
yeah,
cool to
it
see.
is. It is like, in my opinion, there's a lot of like goofy tropes in Resident Evil, and they kind of keep it in there on purpose because it's the campiness of it.
Yeah,
But for Dead Space, it's it's scary, man. Like I was playing, I remember playing Dead Space 1, and this we've talked about this like the last couple of episodes, but playing through Dead Space 1, talking on the phone with you guys because PS3 didn't have the voice chat,
yeah,
and it was even scarier playing through Dead Space 2 because me and McGavin got Dead Space 2 at the same time. We were planning on playing through it together, like we did the first one. And either he went on a trip or I went on a trip, came back, and he beat the game. Like he played it through without me, and I was like, motherfucker. So now I got to play it by myself. And
Yeah,
there, like that was back when every now and then I'd put subtitles on, and there's a part where you're walking up like this little ramp in Dead Space 2 towards the tram or towards the train,
yeah,
and with the subtitles off, all you hear is like weird noises. So you're just thinking like, oh, there must be a zombie or monster or something like that. And then like, spoiler alert, the ghost of your girlfriend Nicole walks up towards you and starts talking to you. But with the subtitles on, and she starts talking to you, and all she's like
yeah,
making weird noise, and it's meant to just be creepy, right? But with the subtitles on, it's like saying words, so it's just like
yeah,
Isaac, you failed me, and shit like that. And I'm like, oh shit, that's what they. Oh, that's
yeah,
fucking her talking, and she's saying that. So it was definitely a cool, definitely a scary game, and
yeah.
it really made you like, oh shit. Whereas Resident Evil, you're doing like backflips and like somersault kicks and shit like that. It's like in Resident Evil 4,
Yeah.
and they kept that in the Resident Evil 4 remake. That's supposed to come out this month. So if you didn't know that, Resident Evil 4 coming out, or Resident Evil 4 remake coming out in February.
Plus, like I said, maybe a better experience now because obviously there's a lot better headphones than there was back then. So that surround sound, 3D
Oh yeah,
audio, and that would be freaking nuts to play now. So I may actually think about it. That never has been my genre, but since you guys say so much good stuff about it and seeing everybody else say good stuff, I may just have to do it.
I think it would be great. And again, that's another one where I'm like, dude, if you play that shit, you got to stream it.
Yeah,
Like that and The Last of Us. The Last of Us isn't scary. The Last of Us it's just like really good story. And there's a couple of parts where you're like, ah, fuck, this is kind of creepy. But
yeah.
the Dead Space is a true survival horror game, and I want to see you play it. Like commentary, face cam, stream the shit.